Adulterers, God will judge.
God's gonna judge these people. God's gonna judge the whoremongers and adulterers. That's everybody. That's the people that are boyfriend and girlfriend for multiple years. They think that that union's sanctified. It's not. So no, right now you're young. You focus on school. When you become of age as a man, you can start worrying about trying to find a way. These are the things that our people are not being taught. You're not being taught this. Well, some churches they touch on it. They don't really enforce it. They don't really enforce it because they have a we're not doing the commandments type of approach. All right, but like we just said, these people are gonna be judged. How are these people gonna be judged? Deuteronomy 68 and 61. You know that one, right? Let me show you how these people are gonna be judged.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 61. Also, every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of the law.
So this Bible is referred to as the book of the law. That's why anywhere we go into, those are the commandments of God. So now it says any sickness, any plague that's not written in her. Any sickness, any plague, that's what's going to come on you for breaking these commandments. Read.
Then will the Lord bring upon thee until thou be destroyed.
Until you're destroyed. Once again, breaking these commandments is going to lead to your destruction. You break these commandments on marriage, what's going to happen? Sickness, plague, AIDS, gonorrhea, things that you can't get rid of. All type of drama and madness from what? Breaking God's commandments. Because these commandments are spiritual things, and you will be punished. Right here on this earth, you will be punished for breaking the commandments, and after you die, you will be punished. Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
Most High in Christ bless.
Most High in Christ bless, bro. Hey, get the brother a flyer. Read what you got.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Uh-huh.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So curses, that's what we just read about, right? For breaking the law of marriage, curses will come on you. Any commandment. The Bible says any commandment. And that's how we end up here. These are the conditions that we agreed to. Our forefathers agreed to these conditions. And the Most High didn't make any agreement with any other race of people. So the Most High said, you Israelites, I'm going to give you my law. We said we will keep it. He said, this is what will happen if you break these commandments. Curses will come on us. Now, curses are a good thing or bad thing? Horrible thing. Right? Let's see some of these curses. Verse 32.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
What do you call that? When your children are given to another people. Slavery, really.
And thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
So, your children are given away, and you're looking, and you're set. All day, you can't get them back. Read.
And there shall be no might in thy hand.
You can't get them back because you don't have the power. You don't have the power economically to get them back. You don't have the power militarily to get them back. So now in our history, but this Bible prophecy, these are the words that Moses recorded. So now in our history, did that happen to us? Were our ancestors given to another people? Did the people they were taken from have the strength to go get them back? It didn't happen. Just as the Most High said it would, that's how it happened. Read.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart, for the abundance of all things.
So the Most High gave us the entire world. We couldn't serve him for that. So now what was our punishment for that? Read.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee.
So the Lord said, because you couldn't serve me, you're going to serve your enemies. Read.
In hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things.
So for food, you have to go to your enemies. For clothing, for water, you have to go to your enemies. No, today, That was true in slavery times. It's apparent you had to work for everything that you needed. Today, is that still true? We have to go to our enemies? Who provides these cars on these streets? Not our own people. Where's the black-owned car dealership? Not the dealership, where's the black-owned car brands? Who owns the sneakers that you call them on? Reebok. Who owns that? Not our people. So who are you making rich? Who are you making rich in this society? Your enemies. You have to go to your enemies. And your enemies, do your enemies love you? No. So what type of food your enemies going to give you? They're going to give you the worst food. What type of water the enemies are going to give you? The worst water. You saw what happened in Flint, Michigan. Yeah. Yo, you saw what happened? What happened? What's that?
Oh, Flint, Michigan?
Flint, Michigan.
Different thing. Go ahead.
Yeah, the water was poisoned.
Go ahead.
You saw what happened in Katrina. I mean, during Hurricane Katrina. This was a long time ago, but in New Orleans, you saw what happened. They locked down people for what? On the rooftops in a flooded out city. Because what? They're relying on their enemy for help. That's a curse. That's a curse. America will go all the way to the other side of the world to go get their people back. But in their own country, people in their roofs, nah, we're not going to do nothing. That's how it is. That's how it is.
Shalom, Israel. This is Bishop Nathaniel. I want you to know that you can view all our Sabbath classes live on IUIC TV. That's right, I said on IUIC TV. Download the app today. Shalom.
That's how it is. That's how it is. Read one.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
He, your enemy, is going to put a yoke of iron on your neck. Did that happen to us in history? Okay. These are yokes of iron. That's what a yoke of iron is. It's something to make you a slave, to subjugate you, to force you against your will, to go somewhere and work for someone else. Read.
Until he have destroyed thee.
Until you were destroyed. And after you were destroyed, you didn't know your nationality. You call yourself Christian now. You call yourself Bermudian now. You call yourself black now because you don't have your nationality anymore. Deuteronomy 32:26 about, you know what I mean. That's a curse. That's a curse to call yourself black. That's something that your enemy put on you. That's not something that we decided to call ourselves. Read what you got. 32. Yes. No. Yes.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and verse 26. And I said, I will scatter them into corners.
The Most High said he would scatter us into corners. When you look at that map, we were scattered into the corners of the globe for breaking God's commandments. Read.
I will make the remembrance of them to cease from among men.
The remembrance was made to cease, meaning everyone forgot who we were. We forgot who we were. We start calling ourselves, what are the names we call ourselves by now? We got English last names. Because what? They had English slave masters. That's where our last names come from. Smiths and Trotts and Tuckers. We forgot who we were. And our people today hold those names with reverence.
What is the nation? Nation is men leading by example. Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is children with role models. Nation is unity. Nation is you.
And finally, my brethren, be strong.